Okay, Diggs, what are we doing today, buddy? Can I have 5? Can I have 5? Give me 5. Give me 5. Come on. Give YouTube 5. Yeah. What up, YouTube? Okay, today we're going to show you, we're in the frag box, how to aquascape a tank. So this is our new display tank here in the store. I think it's about 70 gallons. It's 40 inches long, custom made, 28 inches wide or 29 inches wide, and it's only 17 inches tall, so it's quite shallow. But that's sort of where the industry's going in terms of tanks. Shallow and wide. It ends up looking a lot bigger. I think it looks closer to like a 90 or 100 gallon. It's a little custom made stand. We're going to do all AI on this tank here. So we're going to run a pair of the Hydra 32s. You can check out our review in our last video. We did a 6-month update. Awesome lights, very impressed. So we're going to use them again, and then we're going to use some Neros for flow, and we'll do some video reviews on those as well. So anyways, today's video, how to aquascape a tank. I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. So step 1, add the sand. I think adding sand is a good start. We were going to use this stuff over here. I traditionally use this stuff. It's a lot coarser. It's like a gravel, and the reason why I use this is because I like a lot of flow in my tanks. So if you go with something heavy, you can pick up the flow and you don't got to worry about it flying around. This time, I don't know what happened. Last minute, I decided let's try something different. So I went with this sand that's a little bit coarser. It's not super fine. It's not like sugar fine sand. It is Carib Sea. I can't remember the name exactly what we went with. I'll link it in the bottom in the comments. But just try something different than what I'm used to using. So I think it looks more natural than the gravel too. And this is going to be primarily softy, LPS, mixed reef, not so much SPS, which I normally do. So I don't think it's going to need as much flow, so I think I can get away with a sand that's a little bit lighter. Anyways, we're getting off track. Let's talk about the rock. So it's a mix of Marco rock that comes in this round sort of shape, and the stacks offered from Two Little Fishies, which is my favorite sort of rock to scape with. I love this stuff. It's super easy to build nice, flat, natural looking structures. And it's relatively inexpensive, and it becomes live fairly quick. So really easy to put together, simple shapes. And when I'm aquascaping, the key, or at least what I think is important, are these ledges here that you see. When you have flat spots like that, it's way easier in the future to go and glue coral. So this part's going to fill in really nicely. We'll do, you know, some videos later as the tank comes along. But you want to have spots that are easy to go and stick plugs to or coral things to. When you have pieces sort of like this with the verticals, they look nice, but this is going to be really hard sort of in this cavern here in the middle. To try and glue anything to here is going to be really difficult. So I try and leave myself lots of nice flat spaces, almost like shelves, and then I build them up so that you can do different sort of corals. Okay, also we're scaping here with all dry rock. I don't think I mentioned that in the video yet. This piece here is actually a massive, like 30-pound piece of old real reef rock, and some of these pieces up here, these are from an old tank that we used to have in the store. This one here is really nice. The rest of it is dry Marco rock, which we always recommend starting with for a number of reasons. It's less expensive than actual live rock. It's more eco-friendly because we're not pulling rock right out of an existing reef, and it starts completely sterile. There's nothing living on it yet. It cycles pretty quick, but there's no chance of introducing pests or worms or any of the other stuff that you may not want to add to your reef tank. So it's really good choice for starting any new saltwater tank, and we've used it for every tank here in the store. And when it gets covered in coralline, all this purple stuff, it's just as nice as live rock. You can't tell the difference. It is live rock, that's it. It's for us, it's really the only way to go. And we don't sell any actual live rock here in the store. So look for Marco rock whenever you're scaping. This is going to look really nice once it all becomes live. The white will disappear, and it's all going to get covered in coralline and algae and all that nice stuff. So, okay, the other thing I really like with my scapes are overhangs. I don't know why. I guess I do know why. They look really natural. It's stuff that you would typically find in the reef, and it creates spots that will give you shadow underneath, I guess, for corals that aren't as light demanding. So I really like overhangs, like this one here and this one here. And I almost always do what I call the two islands. I'm not very creative with my scaping. You know, you can do arches. Arch might be nice here. Throw a rock in the middle and do sort of a bridge. or put all the rocks together in one pile, but it's kind of boring if you do it that way too. You want to avoid boulders. So Marco rock, when you buy it, typically comes like this, these large pieces, and they're a little bit boring on their own. So what I like to do is throw in flat pieces, because you want those flat places to glue to, and it just adds more depth to the rock. So I think a mix of the flat and the sort of the rounder rock will give you a natural shape. But the two islands, that's sort of my my aquascaping signature. I know it's kind of boring, but I'll show you some tanks that are done. It ends up looking really nice, and it gives you room to put corals on one side and on the other. You can separate them. You could do Euphilia over here, and then, you know, other gardens or sort of corals clustered together. Here's another one, 2 islands. But almost every tank I do now is 2 islands. So I know it's a little boring, and maybe I should be more exciting with my scaping, but it works and it looks nice. This one too, same idea, 2 islands. Okay, so that's it for aquascaping. Just have fun with it, take your time, make sure that you're happy with the structure you built. I'm going to do another review video right after this one about how you can get the rocks to stick together permanently. We're going to use this product over here called Stone Fix from Aquaforest. We sell a lot of it. I've never used it. Matt over here is going to show us how to use it in our next video. But that's it. Yeah, so basically try and get as many flat places as you can, so that later when it comes time to glue, and try and make it look natural and have fun with it, and make sure you like it. Really fall in love with the shape that you make, because once it's full with corals and rocks, I mean with fish and everything else that's in there, you want to try and keep your hands out as much as you can and don't disturb it. So really take your time now to create something that's going to last and that you know you're going to be happy with. I'm really happy with this scape. This took, I want to say maybe 2 hours of just fiddling and moving and kind of tweaking here and there, but I'm really happy with the way it came out so far. And if you're not happy with it, break all the rocks down and then start again. What do you say, Diggs? Good job? He likes it? Yeah, Diggs likes everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Any questions, comments, hit us up, email, comments below, www.fragbox.ca. Yeah, good job, buddy. Fist pump.